Welcome to another episode. I have two things I'm going to talk about, and then I'll let you get in there. Rocket League, really awesome game on Steam. It's football and race car driving, and there are variations of it. So you can also play like soccer Rocket League or hockey Rocket League. I'm really bad at it right now, but I hope to improve that. And now we're going to do a little exercise. I'd like you to take a deep breath. Close your eyes. Now picture your eyeballs, but think of 4 inches back into your skull from your eyeballs. And now you are thinking of the place that you are thinking with. So think about that. See you next week. What is the earliest memory you have of something that scared you or was potentially dangerous or life-threatening? Like a vivid, scary memory.
Fun.
Yeah, well.
Okay. Can I ask a clarifying question? Scared you for your own life or for someone else's
Scared
life?
you for your own. So you were in some kind of...
But I've been in a couple scary situations where somebody else has nearly died.
Oh, any story like that, you know, it's kind of, I'm just going for something
Close
real
to
from
death.
our past.
Well, mine is terrifying to me at least, and that's that they were both kids' stories. The kids are both fine and they were fine. They weren't hurt at all. But the fear was that they would be hit by a car, and it happened on 2 different occasions, and one of them happened during the improvathon.
This is not your earliest memory, right?
It's just...
Oh, okay.
So again, I'm just a prompt.
Oh, I guess the earliest memory, I just told that aspect of the question to fuck right off, and just did my own thing.
I mean, I guess now I'm
I want to
invested.
hear it.
Well, so I was in the alley with my littlest one who's 3, or we're in the doorway there. I'm talking to Yonk, and he's right by me, and like right as I feel and see him turn and start to like bolt out into the alley, I hear a car, and I'm like immediately like, hey, and he sort of like finds it funny or fun to like run from me, like to get chased. You know what I mean? Like he's like thrilled by the idea of
wrong
getting
moment.
chased. So he doesn't know that
Yeah.
cars drive in alleys because I rarely take him to the alley side of the theater. And so I grabbed him, like he was headed out. I grabbed him. Car went right by. Like he was out enough to where if the driver was paying attention, the driver could have seen him and would have swerved. But the driver did not swerve and did not make any move that this had happened. And I was like, oh, it's just heart beating and like he turned to look at me and was like, he just started sobbing. I was like,
Oh, he realized
Oh,
this is
yeah.
scary.
because he was like, oh, what was that? And he heard the panic in my voice too, saying, wait.
Wow.
I don't think that
That's
Cigarettes
Henry, right?
has that objective. Yeah.
I'll say mine really quick. It's similar to Billy's, but
Oh,
in a
sure.
reverse sort of way. I'm focusing the most on my earliest and not on the most terrifying. But my earliest memory of fear is, I don't even remember how old I was. I don't even know if I was verbal yet. But it was, I would be crawling, and my mom would crawl up behind me and pretend to be a lion, and she would chase after me, and I would run from her. And it was so scary. Like, not being able to see her and running and knowing that she was going to get me at a certain point, and then she would always get me. It was just like this intense buildup of like, when is she going to get me? When's she going to get me? Crawling as fast as I can away from her, and she was a lion, which was scary. So that's my earliest memory of fear.
And that was fear?
Yeah, I was terrified, but it was positive for me. Like I would be like, no, ah! And then afterwards I'd be like, do it again.
Level 100 horde.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Where are you at? Oh, you're
Here,
way north.
they're attacking.
What are they winning?
Yeah,
oh,
of
level
course.
100 card.
Mine involves the danger of cars. I was very young, perhaps 9 or so, and I was a sleepwalker when I was younger, so I would get up at night and eat things and walk around and then wake up at different places. So one night I left the house, went up the street, and then at the end of the street we lived on there was a pretty busy road. So this was around 2 a.m. and I sleptwalked all the way to the top of the street, and then I woke up right at the top of the street before I went into the busy street, and then I woke up there, and then I ran back home.
Oh, damn, I thought Chris feigned it.
And
Yeah, we were in a pool.
And then when I got back home, my mom, I told her what happened. She thought I had just had a dream, but then she like grabbed onto my shoulders and I was cold, so that freaked her out a lot. And I at the time, didn't really catch the gravity of the situation. I just thought, oh, it's good to be back inside, it's warm. But for her, being a parent, she was like really freaked out that I had just walked up the street in my sleep and almost into a busy road.
That's brutal.
This comes back to cars. We have these metal machines going around there and going around everywhere. Very dangerous. I know that from riding my bike all the time. It's like constant fear.
Something I used to have nightmares of as a kid was, I think I talked about it already. I don't have very many memories, guys. I'm running out of material already. Is this, not a cartoon, but like a storybook that was like told, and so like the pictures only moved a little bit, and there was this wicked witch. And she was just so scary. And she was in the telling of Rapunzel. And she was just terrifying. It was just this, she's so, there's just the voice is so wicked. And she was just like, the story of Rapunzel is this guy goes into the witch's garden and steals Rapunzel, which is watercress, for his pregnant wife to eat. And when the witch learns this, she's like, okay then, take as much as you want, but I get the baby. But she's so angry when she goes out like, how dare you come into my garden? And then he's like, oh no, please don't hurt me. Oh, then take as much as you want. And it's like, oh, but when the baby's born, you will give her to me. And it's just so like, don't say yes to that. He says yes, and it's like, then the baby should.
Well, we need our veggies, dear.
Yeah, and then like he's like, oh, she'll probably forget about it, and then they're like, it's all happy, and it's like 9 months later, they gave birth to a beautiful baby, and there's all this music in the background, like da 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 da. This is so happy, this is so great, and then all of a sudden, oh yeah, this horrible bargain that you've struck with a warlock you're reminded of. But suddenly, the witch appeared. Ah, touch that baby! Like it's just so like, oh. You know what's going to happen as an adult watching this, but as a kid I was so surprised all the time. And I've seen it before! And I was like, oh, this time they'll get away. She won't be called Rapunzel. She won't be the witch's surrogate weird daughter thing. No.
Yeah, it's funny how, like, scary things that are supposed to scare little kids are to kids.
Yeah, they do the job.
Yeah.